Kastvat padabjam vijahadi pandito. Yeste avamana vyayamana ketana. Vishankaya smat gurur archade smayad. Vina upapadim manavas chaturdasham. Mataji? Kastvat padabjam vijahadi pandito. Yeste avamana vijayamana ketana. Shankaya smad gurur archadi smayad. Vina upapadim manavas chaturdasha. What word meaning? Ka, ku, tvat, your, padabjam, lotus feet, vijahadi, avoids, pandida, learned, ya, who, they, unto you. Avamana, deriding, vyayamana, decreasing, ketana, this body, vishankaya, without any doubt, asmat, our guru, spiritual master, father, archadi, worship, sma, in the past, yet, tattad, vina, without, upapadim, agitation, manava, the Manus, Chaturdasha, 14. Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki translation, please listen. My dear Lord, any learned person knows that unless he worship you, his entire life is spoiled. Knowing this, how could he give up worshipping your lotus feet? Even our father and spiritual master, Lord Brahmā, unhesitatingly worshipped you, and the 14 Manus followed in his footsteps. Purport. Please listen, all the key takeaway is there in the purport. Purport is done by Prabhupada very nicely. It is another excellent purport. Srila Prabhupada ki. The word Pandita means a wise man. Who is actually a wise man? The wise man is described in Bhagavad Gita 7.9 in this way. Bahunam janmanamante jnanavan mam prabadhyade. Vasudeva sarvamidi sa mahatma sudurlabaha. Please repeat. Bahunam janmanamante jnanavan mam prabadhyade. Vasudeva sarvamidi sa mahatma sudurlabaha. After many birth and death, he who is actually in knowledge, surrender unto me, knowing me to be the cause of all causes and all that is, such a great soul is very rare. Thus, when the wise man actually becomes wise, after many birth and whimsical attempt at self-realization, he surrenders unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Supreme Personal Godhead, Krishna. Such a Mahatma or a learned person knows that Krishna, Vasudeva is everything. Vasudeva Sarvam iti. Learned persons always think that life is wasted unless they worship Lord Krishna or become his devotees. Srila Rupa Goswami also says that when one becomes an advanced devotee, he understands that he should be reserved and perseverant, and that he should engage in the service of the Lord and not waste time. Avyartha kalatvam. He should also be detached from all material attraction and should not long for any material respect in return for his activities. Mana sunyata. He should be certain that Krishna will bestow his mercy upon him. Asha bandhana. And he should always be very eager to serve the Lord faithfully. Samutkantha. The wise man is always very eager to glorify the Lord by chanting and hearing. Nama ghane sada ruchihi. And he is always eager to describe the transcendental qualities of the Lord. Asaktis tat guna akyane. He should also be attracted to those places where the Lord had his pastimes. Pritis tat vasadi shitale. These are the symptoms of advanced devotee. He given all the symptoms of advanced devotee. Last paragraph. An advanced devotee or a perfect human being who is actually wise and learned cannot give up his service at the lotus feet of the Lord. Although Lord Brahmā has long lifespan, 4,320,000,000 years constitute 12 hours in a day of Brahmā. Brahmā is afraid of death and consequently engages in the devotional service of the Lord. Similarly, all the Manus who appear and disappear during the day of Brahmā are also engaged in the Lord's devotional service. In Brahma's one day, 14 Manus appear and disappear. The first Manu is Swayambhuva Manu. Each Manu lives for 71 yugas. Each yuga consisting of some 4,320,000 years. Although the Manus have such a long lifespan, they still prepare for the next life by engaging in the devotional service of the Lord. In this age, human beings only live for 60 or 80 years, and even this small lifespan is gradually decreasing. Therefore, it is even more imperative for human beings to take to the worship of the Lord, lotus feet of the Lord by constantly chanting the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra as recommended by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Next he mentioned how we have to chant. Trinatabi sunichena, tarorabi shagishnuna, amanina manadhena, Kirtaniya sada harihi. Sikshashtakam verse number 3. When one is engaged in devotional service, he is often surrounded by envious people, and often many enemies come to try to defeat him or stop him. This is not new in this present age, for even in the days of old, Prahlad Maharaj, who was engaged in the devotional service of the Lord, was harassed by his demonic father, Hiranyakashipu. The atheists are always prepared to harass a devotee. Therefore, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu suggested that one be very tolerant of these people. Nonetheless, one has to continue chanting the Hare Krishna mantra and preaching the chanting of this mantra, because such preaching and chanting constitute the perfection of life. One should chant and preach about the urgency of making this life perfect in all respect. One should thus engage in the devotional service of the Lord and follow in the footsteps of previous acharyas, beginning with Lord Brahmaji and others. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Shakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhistam Sapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kada Mahyam Tada Deso Padantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Yuda Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavam Cha Shri Rupam Sakarajadam Sakagana Raghunathan Vidam Tam Sajivam Sadvaidam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Pada Sagangana Talita Shri Visakanvidamsha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpade Gobesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostude Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanustude Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vancha Kalpadarubhasya Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tado Jayam Udirayed Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Sloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naistiki Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nandagopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha Shri Shri Radha Gopinath Bhagavan Ki See here, this is one of the important chapter, has nearly 68 verse. And today we are talking about verse number 67. And what we have discussed so far, the first 15 verses of this chapter talks about genealogical line of Prithu Maharaj. And in that what we saw is Vijitasva, Havirdhana, Prachina Parhi. Now we are in Prachetas. Then what we talk, the Prachetas meet Lord Shiva. That is one of the beautiful things which we are going to discuss. Next 33 to 68, what we saw is Rudra Gita. That is what our position now. We are talking about Rudra Gita for the past 2-3 weeks. After this next 10 verse 69 to 79, how to chant Rudra Gita and Palashruti. That is what this whole chapter about. Before going to this chapter, how we are getting into know all these things is Vidura asking question to Maitreya Muni to about Lord Shiva and Prachetasva meeting. That is what the discussion happened. So this is the pretext of this particular chapter. Any doubt on this particular pretext? All clear? So we start first about genealogical line of Prithu Maharaj. In that who are all coming? Vijitasva, Havirdhana, Prachina Barhi, now Prachetas. And the one of the key of this chapter is 54 to 59. That 6 sloka is the key. Why? He defines Lord Shiva. Say what is it? Bhakti is the topmost. Why he is saying like that? Worshipping you, Lord Krishna, worshipping Lord is difficult even for liberated soul. It is possible only by pure devotional service. Can anyone tell example why he said that bhakti is the topmost, which is correct? And he said worshipping you is difficult even for liberated soul. Is it so? Because everyone knows Bharat Maharaj, highly elevated king, And he left everything, whole kingdom, went to the forest. But he attracted by the deer. He fell down. Then next birth he is born as a deer. Then Jadabharat. He is highly elevated soul. He even leave all the kingdom, family, everything. Such an elevated soul, liberated soul, but still he fall down. So, if we want to continue our bhakti, it is possible only by pure devotional service. So that is very, very important to do seva. Whatever seva you can able to do seva. Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnuhu, Smaranam, Pada Sevanam, Archanam, Vandanam, Dasyam, Sakyam, Atma Nivedanam. Anyone you can take it and be continuous in doing that one. That is the key. Even Prabhupada mentioned how we can get into bhakti. Everyone say bhakti, bhakti. What is bhakti? How can do bhakti? We read the entire Bhagavatam is talk about bhakti only. The bhakti you can improve only by sadhana, seva. Where to start your seva? Take initiation, get instruction from your Guru Maharaj, start from there. You will get the real guidance and you can prosper very well. Okay? That is what the introduction of this particular chapter. Now we will go to detail. What are the items, key points we discussed here? Very first one, we saw it is importance of devotional service. And second is chanting the holy name. These two things they are highlighting in this particular chapter. Why they are highlighting these two things in this chapter is, as I said in the middle of the 54 to 59, what they describe is bhakti is the topmost. And why they explained. Now, since it is Lord Shiva, we can also say one few sloka for Lord Shiva. Please repeat after me. Om Tat Purushaya Vitmahe Mahadevaya Dhimahi Dhanno Rudra Prachodayad. Om Namah Shivaya. Lord Shiva is the topmost devotees. Vaishnavanam Sambho Mahadeva. Always, and we read already in the earlier chapter, Lord Shiva always meditate on Lord Krishna. Vaishnavanam Sambho Mahadeva. And he has special attraction towards the devotee of the Lord. That is why this chapter he voluntarily come to Prachetas and explaining Rudra Gita to them. Topmost mantra, this is the thing. It came voluntarily by Lord Shiva to Prachetas because he likes the devotee. He likes Vaishnava. Another instances, what is his name? Who wrote Madhurashtakam? Vallabhacharya. Who is Vallabhacharya? He is the topmost devotee of Lord Shiva. And Lord Shiva, oh gosh, such a wonderful devotee. He appeared in front of him, my dear devotee, tell me what you want, I can give whatever you want. Lord Shiva ready to give anything to him. Any boon, whatever he want. But he said, I am Acharya, what I need? You give me what I need. What Lord Shiva said immediately. What is the best thing, what you need is, go and have darshan of Lord Krishna. That is the topmost gift given by Lord Shiva to Vallabhacharya. Then Vallabhacharya, when he visited the Krishna temple, spontaneously he sing the songs of Madhurashtakam, Adaram Madhuram. Talking Krishna, you are standing beautiful. Even lay down beautiful. Whatever you do is beautiful. That is what Adaram Madhuram sloka. So, Lord Shiva, getting the mercy of Lord Shiva is one of the key thing. Because he is the topmost devotee of Lord Krishna. That's why people used to say, Vaishnavanam Sambho Mahadeva. Okay. We'll discuss a few points. Why they given importance to devotional service. Anyone can say anything why we have to give the devotional service? Because earlier he said, we fall down at any point of time. Even highly liberated person can fall down from the Krishna consciousness. In order to keep our Krishna consciousness alive always, we used to say, always chant Krishna, never forget Krishna. That's sloka, correct? It is important that you have to do devotional service in any one of the form. Then, the question of falling down don't arise. That is why Prabhupada also mentioned to improve in your sadhana, always take care of, do one devotional service on a regular basis, not here and there. You have to constantly do the devotional service, that is the topmost. That is what he wants. So that is why we have to do devotional service in order to avoid falling down. Even we have the example of Bharat Maharaj. Even highly elevated soul, he fall down. That is, the constant seva is not there. That is the thing he explained in this particular sloka. Next, chanting the holy name. That is another key thing why we have to chant. It is the internal energy of the Lord, Yogamaya potency of the Lord. And here I want to stress another point is, Srila Rupa Goswami, he mentioned in Krishna Nama Ashtakam, the 6th verse. Anyone knows that one? Vachyam Vachakam. One of the key thing in Srila Rupa Goswami Nama Ashtaka sloka, Vachyam Vachakam iti utedi bhavato nama sarupa dvayam purvashmat param eva hanta karunam tatrabi janimahe. Here what he is saying, Srila Rupa Goswami, your holy name you manifested in two forms. The Supreme Person you designate, and the sound vibration that designates. So you and the sound vibration. We know that the second form, that vibration, is more merciful than the first form, real form. Because even if a person offends your first form in many ways, you plunge into an ocean of transcendental bliss if he serves your second form with voice. See here, on the other day we discussed one of the point. How do I know I am chanting perfectly? How do I know my chanting quality is correct? So that is the question is asked to Prabhupada. And what is the Prabhupada reply? He cited the real incidents happened to Srila Rupa Goswami. The summary is, when you chant Vachyam Vachakam, reciting and hearing, you chanting, it is not counting, I am engaging or meeting with Krishna, I am inviting Krishna. If you invite someone in the guest, you got to talk to them, associate with them. The same way, when you chant, you are calling Krishna. When you hearing the chanting, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. When you're hearing the same sound vibration, you are associating with Krishna. So, you are inviting Krishna and you are associating Krishna. That is why you are chanting and hearing. That is important. That is what Prabhupada said. This is one point. He said another few points. Another few points, what is that is, when Srila Rupa Goswami very deep into chanting, he went to Eskasi and he forgot the surrounding world. The Nama Sankirtan, Nama Smaran leads to Leela Smaran. All the Leela appearing in front of him. He didn't notice who is coming, who is going. And another senior Vaishnava came and he didn't respected that person. It's Vaishnava Prat. Then he discussed with the brother what happened, what to do. Then he arranged a function and he invited everyone. One particular devotee didn't come. Then he realized this person only came on the other day, I didn't respect it. Then he immediately went to his house and then did obeisances onto him and he explained what's really happened. My dear, I am in the Leela's one, I didn't notice, it is not on purpose, it is accidentally happened. Please excuse me, please come. Then they come. And this is the thing, when you really hearing, chanting and hearing the holy name, that Namasmaran leads to Leela Smaran. That is the perfect chanting. That is what Prabhupada said in one of his interview. Here they also mentioned the same thing, the importance of devotional service and the importance of chanting. These two things is always essential, that keeps you elevate in your spiritual progress and you never ever fall down into your spiritual life. That is the essence of this particular sloka. And we will go further down, a few other things in this sloka. We discussed the first one, the importance of devotional service, importance of chanting holy name. Here in this particular chapter, Lord Shiva mentioned a person fixed in dharma for 100 births attained the post of Brahmā. That everyone knows. By more pious acts one attains me. That Lord Shiva said. But by unalloyed devotional service, a Vaishnava attains Vaikunta. To attain, to get the passport of Vaikuntha Loka, what is the selection criteria? The primary selection criteria is you should have devotional service. That is the key. So if anyone want to passport by Vaikuntha Loka, come and do some seva and Vadamali Prabhu endorse, yes, this person did service here. Okay, I can give. That is you will get the passport for Vaikuntha. That is a prerequisite. That is the goal of life, is go back to Godhead, and for that we need to do devotional service. That is the prerequisite. And we also know that the complex Vedic principle is nobody is there to chant properly and a few other things. And Kali Yuga is, Yuga Dharma is Nama Sankirtan. So you can get into chanting properly by chanting and hearing Vachyam and Vachakam. That is the key thing. Then you will get into real Namasmaran to Leela Smaran. That is the essence. And by doing this way, what is the other byproducts which is very, very essential to elevate in the next stage of spiritual life? Freedom from material attachment and love towards Lord. That will happen only by Mahamantra. Say for example, if I want to attach into devotional service, if I want to attach to Mahamantra, then I should not think, oh gosh, tomorrow iPhone 18 is coming, I have to buy that. Tesla is going to introduce a new electric car. It's very economical. I have to buy that car. I have to do this. The mind will go everywhere. I want to buy this. I want to do this. I want to do that. These senses are more active. If we want to engage the senses really into the Krishna Seva, that means first you have to chant properly, do devotional service, that automatically distract you from the material attachment and take you towards the attachment towards Krishna. That's why my father used to say 40 years ago, detached attachment. Rama, you should know where to attach, where to detach. Now you can't understand this your age. Maybe you will understand maybe after 30, 40 years. At the time I won't be here. He used to do a lot of seva to the temple, cleaning the temple and then do abhishek, plenty. If you go there to the temple, he will do minimum 4-5 hours is very easy. Not that easy to clean those days. And bring the water from 500 meters, 600. Now we are taking tap and then we put the water everywhere. It's not like that. We got to go to the hand pump, take the water and then walk for 40 meters and bring the water and do the cleaning and all. He said, where detached attachment, you got it detached from material things, attached towards Lord. That is the fundamental. That is the fundamental. But how do you get? Just like that, you can't get it. Even youngster, if you say also, they will say, pagal hai. Like that, he will tell and he'll go. But in reality, that is the key. That is the key. That if you want to do, if you want to get that, you have to do Nama Sankirtan through like Vachyam and Vachagam, hearing and chanting, chanting and hearing. And Namasmaran leads to Leela Smaran. And then do regular seva, that will take you to the advancing your devotional service. That is the topmost in the thing. That is what Lord Shiva say, bhakti is topmost. The sloka number 54 to 59 is, that is the essence of this particular thing. Why, he also explained why it is topmost. Because by doing bhakti, you can elevate into spiritual consciousness. By doing devotional service, still you will elevate more. By chanting, you never ever fall down from sadhana, from spiritual service, and it is guaranteed that you can go back to Godhead. That is the goal or ultimate aim of this life. That is why this particular sloka is one of the very, very important sloka, and they incorporated all the points about bhakti, about seva, and about chanting. And how to chant, how to do seva regularly, and seva for, you first start from your Guru Maharaj, Vaishnava. That association is the key to elevate into the bhakti. Any doubts so far? Prabhu, Nityananda Prabhu? Vanamali Prabhu is happy that anybody come to the kitchen, I am endorsing the Vaishnava passport. That if you look into the reality, when you do the seva, the happiness you are getting is unbelievable. By serving to devotee, you are getting more and more happiness. That is the key for the devotional service. That is what Prabhupada prescribed here, do seva. That will elevate you to progress to the next level. Unless and until we improve our seva, improve our chanting, we will be here in the same level. What I started 10 years ago, after 10 years also same mindset. No. The mindset and your love, your understanding, your realization will keep on increasing. And he said here in the Prabhupada purport, you will be perseverant, tolerant. And everywhere people, envious people is there, like how Prahlad Maharaj got disturbance from his own father Hiranyakashipu. Like that everywhere is there. But you will mature enough to tolerate those people. That is the bhakti. And this is explained by Lord Shiva. Vaishnavanam Sambho Mahadeva. That is the key. And one other point, Lord Prabhupada mentioned, devotee of Vasudeva are very dear to Lord Shiva. And all devotees also dear to Lord Shiva. That is what mentioned by Lord Prabhupada in one of the purport. In one of the discussion, Prabhupada mentioned about Srila Vishwanath Thakur, and we discussion between Vishwanath Thakur and one of the great mathematician. And he thinks that he is the great personality. When he discussed and all the thing, then makes that, my dear, when compared to Lord, you are nothing. That he explained in such a way. This is the surrendering unto Lord is the key principle in life. Whatever you learn is only small peanut. And the reality is Vasudeva Sarvamidhi Samahatma Surdullabaha. And we are in nothing. That is the key thing. If you look at it, one of the sloka in Bhagavad Gita, I think it is 7.3. Krishna said, Arjuna, Manushyanam Sahasreshu Kaschit Yadadi Siddhaye Yadatam Abhisiddhanam Kaschin Mam Vedi Tattvadaha. Out of many thousands, that is out of million, hardly one has perfection. Out of those who had perfection, hardly one knows me. That Krishna says. That means to know Krishna, it is not at all possible. That is what Krishna says to Arjuna. Why it is? If you look at in our current life, this Android phone, this iPhone, this charger won't suit for this is not suit for this, and this is where different software, this is not, it won't go together. Like this, we are in the material world here, and he is the top spiritual world. Krishna won't come always to you in the air. You have to elevate to that level. For that level, this is the process mentioned. By doing this, you can detach from the material aspect slowly and elevate to the attachment towards Krishna. That is what Prabhupada mentioned here. That is the importance for our Kaliga people. Harinam Sankirtan ki. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Happy to take any questions. Yes, Prabhu. Yeah, it's one of a very good question. Talking about in the current world, we need many of the things, and where we can draw a line. Here, we have projects, we got to build our temple, we need fundraising, we need things. And what one of the concept Prabhupada said, keep your life as Krishna centric. Whatever I am doing it for Krishna. So, in the house, whatever I am doing, so you are making some food, offer it to Krishna, prasadam, then take. And if you are coming to the temple and the temple is going to build a new temple, it needs money. It's not a small task, it's a huge task. And obviously we need that infrastructure to do like advertisement and then social media thing and then fundraising, dinner, all the thing. It is we need. And we are doing for the purpose of Krishna service. It is 100% essential as part of seva. It is also comes under seva and for Krishna's service only and devotional service. And in order to serve the devotee better, in order to serve the devotee to comfortable, that is what we are doing this project. By doing this project, we can serve more devotee. For example, now we are serving 500 people for Sunday feast. When you do the new project, we can easily serve 5,000 people on a Sunday feast. Like that, we are doing our seva to incorporate more and more devotees in order to serve. Is also Vaishnava seva. And it is a part of our life, it is a part of our devotee that we have to participate for the new construction project and do whatever they can do. It is important. It is a part of Krishna seva and it is also providing a better seva to the community. And it is not doing for anyone benefit. No, it is not the benefit of Nityananda Prabhu or Ram Prabhu. It is the benefit of everyone. It is the Krishna Mandir. Sri Sri Radha Gopinath Bhagavan ki jai. We are serving in a better way and it will, for the future generation, the youngsters, they will get the benefit. It is not for any individual person, it is for our generation to come, they will enjoy. And it is a must, whoever initiated that project, they are get the mercy of Lord Krishna, and it is you can say that one of the key devotional seva. Without that, we can't do our seva. Morning we came at 4:30 and we did the Mangala Arati and everyone participated, everyone benefited. If a new temple is there, more people will come, more people can do. And then we can serve them by giving nice prasadam. Everything is part of the seva. Yes, Prabhu, thanks for bringing it up. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Yes. See, I think I heard the same thing last week with somebody is discussing. See, their mind is attached. Even when I call somebody for Saturday morning service, Prabhu, if you give me this seva, I will come. Okay, he can do it. Okay, come. Specifically, I can do, I don't want to do anything else. One person, he came, he used to come regularly earlier. Prabhu, you give me the washing. Oh gosh, I got to take sick leave 2 days. I was not able to go to office. He said like that. The thing is, because they have not used that kind of seva. So you have to gradually tell them one by one. You know, this is one of the beautiful prasadam. Have you did this one? No, you don't. This, you love it. Once you do this, you will love it. See, last week I had to do a lot of things, do sweets and other things. And nobody wants to take that. Somebody has to be there for forever. I don't know. Did you test? No. This is the best sweet. You take one, you will not leave it. You want more. And I am giving to you. Other people are there. Since you are my friend, you do this for you. Good. Then he did. So otherwise, I can't do only I can't stand in only one sweet only. I got to do 10 other items. So you have to motivate. Yes, they are set their mind like that. I want to do that. But you got to gradually, you got to tell them. You got to encourage them to do other seva. But you should not say immediately no. Even today also, when said like that, okay, please come. But I will give that work, I also give other work. But you got to encourage this, the best, you never had this one. They try to do this. Healthy, tasty. Like that you got to tell. Everything is Krishna seva. We can't restrict only this. So you have to be flexible, you have to be dynamic. We have morning prasadam, we fixed one item, but it is not there, the ingredients is not there. One hour Prabhu said, Prabhu, poha is not there, you can do this one. Okay, change it. I can't argue in this thing. Okay, fine, we'll go next. So that will come automatically because the initial stage, they are like that. So you got to tell them about the importance of chanting. Once they proper chanting, they will be flexible. So you have to, those kind of people, you have to tell them the Srila Rupa Goswami Nama Ashtakam, especially the verse number 6, Vachyam and Vachakam, chanting and hearing. That will absorb. And what did he say in the purport? What did he say? When you chant and hear, all your anarthas in your chitta get wiped out. Krishna loves when you chant, not only chant and hear. When you hear, Krishna enter into your heart. And good, all your past impression, everything is stored in your chitta. He cleans. Once the chitta is clean, all your impression is gone, you are ready to go. Your passport is ready. Anamali Prabhu signed. That's it, you are going. So, those kind of people, you have to explain the importance of chanting, the importance of hearing. Even if you do one round, do perfectly, then they will come to listen. Listening character will come. So initially, when I do morning chanting, I cannot able to get up, even though I got to go to office fast. No. The things will, you will go deep. That we have to cultivate on a regular basis. To some extent, say, okay, I can start with 4 rounds with the deep meditation, chanting and hearing. Like that, if you start doing that, or anyone who is very keen to develop Krishna consciousness, they have to do that way. That person will, 100% will change. When I started Krishna consciousness 15 years ago, one person came and gave me the Javamala. Sir, you do the chanting, 16 rounds. I did 16 times, Krishna, Hare Krishna. Finished 16 rounds? No. I did 16. No. 1 round is equal to 108. Like that, you go to 16 to 108. First thing first, I look at him. Aadmi log paal hai, like that. Then after that, okay, slowly, I attended the class and then I did. Then I did 1 round, 2 round, 4 round. I can able to come 16 round within 1 year. So, if the thing is here, how you are tasting in the initially, that matters. So those people, they have to focus more on regular chanting and hearing. That is the key. See, it is Kladani potency, Yogamaya potency of the Lord, and Yuga Dharma, Kali Yuga Dharma. Unless and until we do, the past impression in your chitta cannot go away. That is all chitta, all impression is stored a lot. That is the key. Hare Krishna. Bhaskar Prabhu? Yeah. Anything? Any other doubt? Grandhara Srimad Bhagavatam ki, Srila Prabhupada ki, Sri Radha Gopinath Bhagwan ki. Yes.